Picture this, a young woman, perhaps in a less than glamorous hideout, meticulously polishing an arrow, its tip glinting under a single bare bulb. There are no butlers here, no family chef waiting with a gourmet meal, no credit cards on standby. This is Kate Bishop. Not the heiress, not the socialite, but the hero, reliant on her own hands, her own mind, and her own carefully honed skills. It's a striking image, especially when you consider where she started. From the outside, Kate Bishop's life seemed effortlessly gilded. She was the only daughter of Derek Bishop, heir to a sprawling publishing and corporate empire, a name synonymous with power, influence, and seemingly endless wealth. Her childhood was a tapestry woven with exclusive boarding schools, private jets, and a level of comfort most people could only dream of. Every door was open, every desire easily met, but beneath the polished surface, a rot had begun to fester, a truth that would eventually shatter her gilded cage. Kate, even as a young woman, possessed a keen sense of justice and an intuitive understanding of right from wrong. These innate qualities, coupled with her natural intellect, made her uniquely attuned to the subtle disharmony in her seemingly perfect world. The turning point, the seismic shift that would redefine her entire existence, came with the discovery of her father Derek's criminal dealings. It wasn't just a revelation, it was an earthquake that shook the very foundations of her identity. The empire, the wealth, the privilege she had inherited, it was all tainted. It was built on corruption, on shadows, on actions that betrayed every principle she held dear. This discovery was more than just disillusionment, it was a profound betrayal. The comfort she had known now felt like a gilded cage, trapping her in a world she increasingly despised. Her privileged upbringing, once a source of security, became a constant reminder of the darkness lurking beneath. How could she, with her sense of justice, continue to benefit from such ill-gotten gains? This internal conflict fueled a burgeoning need to act, to do something, anything, to stand against the very forces her family represented. It was this deep-seated need that pushed her towards heroism, a path utterly disconnected from her father's world. When Kate finally confronted her father, Derek, the chasm between them became unbridgeable. Her choice to actively oppose his criminal enterprise, to use her skills not to protect the family name, but to fight for justice, was an unforgivable affront in his eyes. For Derek, family loyalty trumped all else, and Kate's defiance was a direct challenge to his authority and his legacy. His response was swift and brutal. He cut her off, financially, completely. Suddenly, the limitless resources she'd once taken for granted were gone. No more trust funds, no more easy access to credit, no more safety net of inherited wealth. For anyone else, this might have spelled disaster, forcing them back into line. But for Kate, it was, paradoxically, a liberation. It was in these moments of scarcity that Kate truly began to forge herself. She learned to live by her wits, to stretch every dollar, to scavenge for resources, to rely on her innate cleverness and the practical skills she had meticulously cultivated. She found that her value wasn't tied to a bank account, but to her unwavering moral compass, her incredible marksmanship, and her tenacious spirit. This forced independence, though challenging, became a crucible in which her true character was refined. Every arrow purchased with hard-earned money, every piece of gear cobbled together, every safe house secured through ingenuity rather than influence strengthened her resolve. It deepened her commitment to her chosen path, solidifying her identity not as Derek Bishop's daughter, but Kate Bishop, the hero. This separation from her family's wealth was not a punishment, but a profound act of self-definition. It reinforced her fierce independence, proving to herself and to the world that her commitment to justice was authentic, not a passing fancy funded by privilege. She chose to build her own legacy, one brick at a time, with sweat and conviction, rather than inheriting a crumbling empire tainted by corruption. She became a hero who chose her own path, not one paved with family money or the expectations of a powerful name. Kate Bishop's journey reminds us that true strength often comes from what we choose to leave behind, not what we inherit. It's about finding our own compass and following it, even when the path is difficult and the resources are scarce. Her story is a testament to the power of forging an identity rooted in principle rather than privilege. What do you think of Kate's journey, and how do you believe this separation from her family's wealth shaped her into the hero she is today? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this reflection, please consider subscribing for more stories of heroes who redefine what it means to be powerful.